Caught off guard, Luke Lehman said he never registered to vote, but then he got this voter education guide in the mail. And then he got this voter identification card, labeling him as a registered voter with no political party affiliation. The catch is that Lehman's is not a United States citizen.
That's not right. I want to know what's going on, and I want to basically cancel my registration.
He's been living in Arizona since the 1980s on a green card sponsored by his employer based in Belgium. Lehman's doesn't recall ever willingly registering to vote, and he didn't vote in either the 2022 or 2024 elections.
I wasn't worried about it. From my personal perspective, I didn't vote, and I did my best to get me off the registration.
Connecting the dots, he thinks this must have all happened after he renewed his driver's license when he turned 65. That was back in 2021. His date of registration on his voter ID card is the exact same as the date he was issued a new driver's license. Lehman's provided copies of an email he sent to the Maricopa County Recorder's Office back in August. He asked, why did this happen? Adding that he's concerned he's not the only one. Then he filled out this form last month to cancel his voter registration, again asking, why did I get registered to vote in the first place?
When you would pull up the signed form in their own handwriting, oftentimes people forget.
Tammy Patrick is the former federal compliance officer for the Maricopa County Elections Department. She says it's entirely possible with the online system he could have erroneously checked yes to being a United States citizen 3 years ago, allowing him to appear on the voter rolls.
So we need to make sure that the system is set up in such a way that it makes sure that the voters are really aware of what the transaction is that they're taking place with.
12 News began asking the Maricopa County Recorder Stephen Richer's office a series of questions on September 19th. Those included how Luke Lehman's became registered to vote after he renewed his driver's license, and how many other non-citizens may be erroneously registered because of this same issue. A spokesperson declined to answer until the investigation into the coding error is completed.
That is something that is worth investigating, how that happened.
I think that it really makes sense to double check, not knowing exactly how it was set up, if it was just carrying forward all the old information, or if it was somehow set up to automatically populate information. Those are the sorts of things that you would want to understand.
Some answers to our questions lie in Luke Lehman's voter records. We've requested those records, but have not received them. Luke also asked for his own records.
I am frustrated to the fact that even if I give permission for somebody to get the records, that permission is basically ignored, and that I had to come here in person to actually receive another form that maybe will be handled the same way.
Patrick says a record does exist showing whether Lehman said if he was a citizen or not.
If that PDF is checked off, no, I'm not a citizen, then it should have stopped.
And without that confirmation, concerns over how many non-citizens are getting registered to vote will stay unaddressed.
If there's any way that as a result of this, there was some illegal things going on, then I'm happy that I did this.